June 20th, 23, Astronomical events. June 2nd, close approach of Mars and M44. Mars and M44 will make a close approach, passing within a mere 10.4 arcminutes of each other. Mars will be at magnitude 1.6, and M44 will be at magnitude 3.1. Both objects will lie in the constellation Cancer. June 3rd, lunar occultation of Delta Scorpii. The Moon will pass in front of Delta Scorpii or Deshaba, creating a lunar occultation visible from countries and territories including Antarctica, Australia, New Zealand, and southern Chile, amongst others. June 3rd, Mercury and Venus at dichotomy. Mercury and Venus will reach half-phase in its 2023 evening and morning apparition. Mercury will be shining in the morning and Venus in the evening. June 4th, strawberry moon. June's full moon is often called the strawberry full moon, after the berries that grow in the northern hemisphere around this time of the year. June 3rd, conjunction of Mercury and Uranus. Mercury and Uranus will share the same right ascension, with Mercury passing 254 to the south of Uranus. June 4th, Venus at greatest elongation east. Venus will reach its greatest separation from the Sun in its 2023 evening apparition. It will be shining brightly at magnitude -4.3. June 5th, Mercury at its highest altitude in the morning sky. Mercury will reach its highest point in the sky in its May June 2023 morning apparition. It will be shining brightly at magnitude 0.4. June 6th, asteroid 11 Parthenope at opposition. Asteroid 11 Parthenope will be well placed, lying in the constellation Ophiuchus, well above the horizon for much of the night. June 9th, conjunction of the Moon and Saturn. The Moon and Saturn will share the same right ascension, with the Moon passing 258 to the south of Saturn. The Moon will be 21 days old. The Moon will be at magnitude -12.2 and Saturn at magnitude 0.7, both in the constellation Aquarius. June 11th, daytime Arietid meteor shower. The daytime Arietid meteor shower will be active from April 14th to June 24, producing its peak rate of meteors around 11 June. Over this period, there will be a chance of seeing daytime Arietid meteors whenever the shower's radiant point in the constellation Aries, with the number of visible meteors increasing the higher the radiant point is in the sky. June 13th, close approach of Venus and M44. Venus and M44 will make a close approach, passing 47.9 arcminutes of each other. The pair will become visible around 2046 PDT, 28 above the western horizon. Venus will be at magnitude -4.4, and M44 will be at magnitude 3.1. Both objects will lie in the constellation Cancer. June 13th, conjunction of the Moon and Jupiter. The Moon and Jupiter will share the same right ascension, with the Moon passing 130 to the north of Jupiter. The Moon will be 26 days old. June 16th, conjunction of the Moon and Mercury. The Moon and Mercury will share the same right ascension, with the Moon passing 418 to the north of Mercury. The Moon will be 28 days old. June 17th, Saturn enters retrograde motion. Saturn will enter retrograde motion, halting its usual eastward movement through the constellations and turning to move westwards instead. This reversal of direction is a phenomenon that all the solar system's outer planets periodically undergo, a few months before they reach opposition. June 17th, new moon. The moon will pass close to the sun and become lost in its glares for a few days. It's the best time to see nebulae, galaxies, and clusters. June 21st, June solstice. This solstice is the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, where it is the longest day of the year. In the southern hemisphere, it's the winter solstice and the shortest day of the year. June 21st, conjunction of the Moon and Venus. The Moon and Venus will share the same right ascension, with the Moon passing 341 to the north of Venus. The Moon will be 4 days old. June 27th, June Bootid meteor shower. The June Bootid meteor shower will be active from June 22nd to July 2, producing its peak rate of meteors around June 27th. June 30th, Neptune enters retrograde motion. Neptune will enter retrograde motion, halting its usual eastward movement through the constellations, and turning to move westwards instead. June 30th lunar occultation of Delta Scorpii. The moon will pass in front of Delta Scorpii or Deshaba, creating a lunar occultation visible from countries and territories including Antarctica, French Southern Territories, South Georgia, and the South Sandwich Islands, Heard Island, and McDonald Islands, amongst others. June 30th Mercury at superior solar conjunction. Mercury will pass very close to the Sun in the sky, as its orbit carries it around the far side of the solar system from the Earth. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more monthly astronomical events.